New arm into the game as we move along here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Enzo Sawayama will take over on the pitcher's mound. And the first pitch is there for a strike. The Si Se Puede chant. Crowd really calmed down about the second inning or so. They have not played much of a factor, but the Nicaragua contingent is of this game to this point. 2-2 pitch. High pop-up, foul ground, should be playable. Reginato crossing onto the track is there to make the grab.
That's a big out too. Let's not forget they're about to turn this lineup back over. Leadoff hitter coming up in Brandon Layton. Keep that runner at first base. See all that foul ground. Look at that down near the bullpen. Plenty of room.
That's Orlando Valle, the pinch hitter, a lead away from first. And the first offering is there for a strike to Layton. And then a ground out to lead off the 6th. Over to third. 0-1. Big cut and miss on an elevated fastball on its 0-2.
You got that good RPM on that pitch.
And a swing and a miss on 0-2, and on 3 pitches, Sawayama dispatches of Brandon Layton.
You look at this, first of all, getting ahead, that's number one. You get a good fastball, then you elevate above that barrel, and then you change eye level. Look at that. Good split right there.
First pitch on the way to Perez. That one's down low for ball 1. Down to him as well. It's 2-0.
Think about it too, man. If you're Nicaragua coming into this in Panama tonight, you only need that one win to get you.
With that win, forced into the losers bracket, they were later eliminated. And then bouncing back to win out the rest of the way and qualify for the WBC. Perez takes the 3-1 for a strike, and the count is full. With an .833 OPS and 45 games between the Arizona League Mariners and Loe Modesto. And the pitch down and in for ball 4, and the tying run will come to the plate here in the 8th for Nicaragua.
And a couple pinch hitters making something happen, a couple walks. Getting some base runners on, getting some life.
And we'll get a pinch runner over at first in the person of Ivan Marin. So Perez exits. Steve Finley trying to get Enzo Sawayama locked in for this final out. So first and second, 2 gone. And the first pitch on the way to Elmer Reyes is ball 1. As Enzo Sawayama tries to get one big final out here in the 8th. His pitch to Reyes, a big swing and a miss. Got Reyes fooled and way out in front of it. The one on a fly to center, one on a line drive to third base. The 1-1. 1-2.
See if he goes back to it. Triples up on that pitch.
1-2. Bouncer left side. It's speared over there by Reginato, who goes to second for the out. And Sawayama is able to wriggle out of the jam. We will head to the 9th. A 3-run game. Brazil out in front of Nicaragua from Panama City. This 6-team pool will move on as well, as 6 squads vie for spots in the biggest WBC field of all time. Enzo Sawayama, who will try to get the final 3 outs and send his team to a play-in game coming up on Tuesday, and a diving catch out in left field by Tim Lopes to get things started here in the 9th. 1 gone.
Wow, Tim Lopes. We talked about getting some of that momentum back for Nicaragua, and this was a good way to do it, hitting the ball in the gap. Tim Lopes says, no chance. Gets that first out here in the 9th inning.
What a catch by Tim Lopes. Lunging at that last second.
Has it in his sights. He can't lose a step either. This is not a situation where you can start to track that ball, slow down, start to drift. You have to be going full speed. You can see right here, if you're timing, losing those 2 steps. Tim Lopes, that was a thing of beauty. You could see him just lining that up. We've seen him do this in the big leagues, making a huge catch.
That ball was very well hit. Now bouncing ball over to third, and that is a foul ball. So Monte Alto will get another shot. He has shifted over to center field defensively, started this game in right, and he finds it all night tonight. 1-2 pitch. 2-2.
The top of the strike zone.
Here's the 2-2. Left-hander comes set, 2-2 pitch on the way, and that is exactly what he does. And you see the fist pump from the lefty, the young guy who is not going to turn 19 until later this month.
Now I'm telling you, that's straight LaTroy Hawkins right there, giving that sign, because that's aggressive. You do something like that, man, you can see the emotion rolling out of your pitcher, Sawayama. Look at that dugout too.
And the first pitch on the way to him from Sawayama is high for ball one. Primal emotion, and that's what Sawayama let fly with the scream after the strikeout. As that one just misses. 2 balls and no strikes.
And that ball will just start to ride.
2-0. That one's there for a strike. Bermudez a single as a pinch hitter in the 7th. 2-1 to him. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch. Got him on the swing and miss. And an incredibly impressive performance from Brazil turns into a 4-1 win.
And here's the changeup. Going back to that nasty off-speed pitch, that arm speed. Look how fired up Sawayama is. And look at LaTroy Hawkins. He loves it. He's calling these pitches. Look at Steve Finley. They are a game away.
Lefty Enzo Sawayama closed out his team's early game in this World Baseball Classic qualifier. A lot of bats from Japan. They've imported a lot of their baseball style from Japan, as well as the guy who is pitching in some really big spots.
2-0 right now.
Fouled back into the screen. Sawayama's into the count, 2-1. And a leadoff double here in the 8th. 2-2. 2-2. Sawayama gets a bouncer back to him, holding the runner at second, but the throw to first is just in time to get Sandy Bermudez 1 out.
Well, he was all the way going to third base, looked up and said, hold on a minute, that runner's not moving. Then able to switch gears, switch directions, get that ball, first base just in time.
You're going to take a look at this on a challenge. And we will see which way this call goes. Got the call from New York, and out is the call. So Sandy Bermudez is gone. World Baseball Classic events. First pitch on the way. Montiel fires the hands and fouls it back. I want to be that calming presence for you. And same with Steve Finley. Those guys have seen it all on a field. The 0-1. 1-1. 21-year big league career for LaTroy Hawkins. 1-1 is away. 2-1. Sawayama home on 2-1. 3 balls and a strike on Montiel, the pinch hitter. Here comes a 3-1. Ball 4. It's first and second, 1 out.
And this is where that experience, that age, can cause you to get unraveled just a little bit.
Of this qualifier. And he doesn't get a piece of the first pitch he sees. Here's the pitch. No balls and 2 strikes. Sawayama, born in Hamamatsu, Japan, pitching in the Japanese Industrial Leagues. 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed as he comes back from the walk with a 3-pitch strikeout of Monte Alto.
Yeah, we talked about how deliberate he's been. Big reason why. First of all, fastball. Then he throws the slider. This pitch kind of hangs up there, foul tip. And an even better one. Good depth on that pitch.
First pitch to him is strike 1.
Maybe jump off the mound, get your team fired up.
Out in front of him, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 from Sawayama. playable, perhaps, first base side, and nearly overrunning it. Christian Lopes is able to make the grab. He has made 4 catches, I believe, now in foul ground, and all 4 have ended innings. We will head to the bottom of the 8th. Nicaragua.
After the 8th inning, back in your dugout after that play, all is forgotten.
Man, oh man. That is a monster spot to get that bouncer right back to the mound. And we'll see if he gets the 9th or if Nicaragua makes another move to the bullpen. But before that, they're trying to add some insurance. And a drive in the air to center field off the bat of Alegria is gobbled up by Maciel, 1 out.
Tell you what, there's no better feeling when you...
A guy turn around and spin to try to go get that lead out, and he throws the ball away into center field.
Yeah, it's a tough play. It really is. Essentially have to throw up the hill of the mound
to start that thing, and a terrific job as well by the second baseman Elmer Reyes to spin it at the bag. An intentional walk in the 7th. Also struck out in the 5th inning, and he loses the bat here. Finishes playing career in 2007. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed, and down goes Cuthbert.
It's another good change-up. An 18-year-old facing a former big leaguer, someone who was an established major leaguer for the Kansas City Royals, 2016. Good pitch.
3 runs on 7 hits for this Nicaragua team. They went silent from the 3rd through the 6th innings. 0-1 on the way to Reyes. 0-2. Sawayama deals. Out too short. Speared out there by Ito, and we are headed to the bottom of the 9th. Nicaragua is 3 outs away from its first ever World Baseball Classic berth. Come on back to Panama City's Estadio Rod Carew.